Hello guys, hello. Welcome to step 2 of this video. This is my first time doing a Saturday video. I figured while the sun is looking good, it's good lighting, I'm at the park, my daughters are having a play date at the park, so I decided to just go ahead and go live and squeeze in a live video while I'm just thinking and just meditating. They're over there playing with the ducks and stuff. But anyway, guys, so step 2. Continuing this series called Steps on How to Just Start That Business. I think doing this series is really going to be awesome, where some people learn differently, and some people actually need like what is it? An instruction manual or a textbook or a step-by-step process on how to do something. So it feels good out here today. It's so sunny. That's why I got my shades on. I ain't even trying to be fronting. You know, I don't be doing nothing, no makeup, no nothing. I'm just out here and it's so sunny. So, but anyway, step 2 is something that I think you've heard before, I've heard before, and it's nothing new under the sun. It's just a matter of maybe somebody else delivering the same message to you in a way that you can comprehend. You know, a lot of times we hear the same messages from different mouths, but that's because that different mouths speak to different people. So I hope that even though you're hearing the same message, it speaks to you differently the way I'm delivering it. So step 2 of it is that you need to get knowledge. The Bible says in Proverbs 11:9 that at the end of it, it says, through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Through knowledge shall the just be delivered. And, you know, it's been said over and over, if you want something, go get knowledge about it. A lot of you have not started that business just because you don't have the knowledge. It's not necessarily because you don't want to do it, or that you're lazy, or that, you know, you're not inspired, or that you don't have ideas for days, or whatever. A lot of you have not started that business, or you know that idea that you have in your mind, whatever it is. And a lot of you have not yet done it just because you don't have the knowledge. You lack the knowledge to do it. Where if it was there's so many things in my life that I'm realizing now where I'm like, man, have you ever sat down and you're like, man, if I knew what I know now, my whole life would be so different. A lot of us have been in that situation where we look back and you're like, if I know what I knew now, I would do things so much differently. And the only reason is because knowledge. We didn't have the knowledge of how to do something better, and we stay bound, or we stay in a mindset or a mental mind frame, or a state where we're stuck because we don't have the knowledge. Now, the issue now is that, yes, you know that you don't have the knowledge, and you're telling everybody that, well, I don't know how to do it. And, you know, yes, she did it, or I see Louise doing it, but, you know, maybe somebody told her how to do it, or maybe she comes from a family where people already know how to do it, or she had friends that were already in business and know how to do it. And so if I knew what to do, I would do it. It's just because I don't know better. So I'm just waiting for the day that I find out how to do it. And that's not how it works. You have to go seeking for knowledge. You have to go, the Bible says, you have to cry out for insight. You have to go seeking for wisdom. You have to go find the knowledge. Knowledge, most of the time, is not going to come knocking on your door. Most of the time, knowledge is not going to come knocking on your door. You have to be intentional about getting knowledge. You have to be intentional about getting wisdom. Okay, you want to start this business. Have you done some research? Google has a lot of information. Have you Googled other people doing that business? Have you Googled other businesses, how they do it? Have you come on YouTube and search, let's say you want to start a catering business. Have you Googled how to start a catering business? Have you Googled catering business licenses in whatever state or country that you're in? Have you, looked on YouTube how other catering businesses have started? You need to go get your knowledge, and don't wait for knowledge to come meet you. You have to be intentional about getting your knowledge. You hear me? You have to be intentional about getting your knowledge. Knowledge is not going to just come meet you automatically. You're going to stay where you are. You will stay bound if you are not intentional about getting your knowledge. It's the same thing. If you want to lose weight, you got to go to the gym. You got to do, find out different recipes and healthy recipes or healthy ways that people are eating. You go to the gym. You look at other people, what kind of, machines are they using? How is that machine, going to benefit you? All those things is all tied into you getting knowledge. So if I could stand out here and say, okay, this is how you start a food product business. This is how you start a packaged food business. And I did an e-course on Udemy. If anybody's interested, you can go on Udemy, udemy.com. I'll probably link it down below. But you can go on Udemy and look at the course. That's you getting knowledge. When you go on there, you take the class, the e-course, that okay, it's an e-course out there where it will tell me how to start a packaged food business. I have, you may be sitting there like, man, I have this banging idea of how to start, I don't know, pepper sauce or how to start spices. I hear a lot of people that have spices ideas that they use, how to start a spices, packaged spices idea, how to start, I don't know, a bakery, a baked idea, baked goods or whatever the case may be. Don't wait for it to come knocking. Go out there. Look online. There's nothing new under the sun. Somebody has probably done a video. Somebody has probably written a book. Somebody has done an online course where you don't have to, it's not even about going to school anymore to learn these things. People have already done the work, done the research, made the mistakes, and have written books, done online courses, done a lot of stuff to make sure that you have a better chance and a better structure on doing what they did. So are you doing research on how to start that business? And it's not about doing so much research of, I don't believe in my book. In one of the chapters, I talk about, I don't believe in doing too much research about your competition and who's doing what the same way as you, because sometimes it can actually discourage you because you feel like, well, it's already been done. So I say do, basic research, but your research, not basic research, but do research with the right intention in mind. You're not doing research to see if your idea, if you should do the business. You're doing research when you've made up your mind, I am going to do this business. Now, how can I do this business? I'm walking by faith that this is my gifted business. I'm going to do research. How do I start this? I'm not doing research for Google or for YouTube or Louise or Jack or Jane or whatever to tell me if I should do this business. If you understand what I mean. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. There's some ideas that you might research and be like, yeah, that's not a good idea. Very true. But I'm talking about if you know and you know that this is your gifted business, this is tied into your gifting, this is something that has been a burden in you, this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time, it's been literally keeping you up or whatever. You do the research with the intent that you want to know how to do it. So are you doing your research? Are you Googling? Are you making sure that you're talking to people? You're taking online courses. You're reading books. Every successful person, billionaire, millionaire, or whatever, they are so adamant. They're such high readers. That's how I got into reading. Again, well, not reading. I do my audio. Shout out to Amazon Audible. I always give them a shout out. They need to give me some money. But I do my Audible. I don't like reading. I don't have the time to really sit down, all the patience. So I do Audible, which has been a tremendous blessing to me. So I read Audible. I listen to Audible all the time, audiobooks. And you can do the same too. Get your information. Read about other people that, if you like Steve, I love Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, if somebody know him, tell him I'm trying to get on his show. He needs to hook a sister up. A sister talked about him in her book. So if you got his number, please